I'm Doug McKenzie from FinTech Finance. We're here at SIBOS talking with Infosys. Can you tell us what you're showcasing here today?
We're showcasing two elements of our product suite, blockchain and frictionless banking.
What trends do you see in the banking industry in the next few years?
So, it aligns to what we're demonstrating today, which is a focus around blockchain, because a lot of financial institutions are trying to figure out how to increase their non-interest income, right? And a lot of the elements on the rails of transactions cost a substantial amount of money. So whether it's P2P, for example, or trade finance, secure documents, cross-border payments, whatever it may be, they want to avoid the other rails that have a huge impact in their profit or their share of the revenue in that transaction. The second piece is frictionless banking. As you can see in the market, there's a substantial growth in the emerging wealth market we call the millennial generation. And you have other competitors or disruptors, as a lot of financial institutions and analysts call them, like PayPal, Alipay, and others, that are able to offer such a great experience. And even non-financial institutions like Uber set the expectations of interacting, right? So financial institutions have to go to that level. And part of that, and how we address it as a solution, is frictionless banking.
Can you mention any other forms of disruption you think coming up?
What we're seeing is a lot of artificial intelligence coming to the bubble, right? So in essence, let's take your online banking experience. The end user, especially this emerging wealth generation, the millennial generation, they want more of a proactive more than a reactive experience. So if you log into your online banking, the online banking system should learn what your favorites are, and the system proactively changes the layout to match what experience is of value to you. And so that's what we're also starting to see, is a lot of integration with robotic automation and artificial intelligence.
What trends do you see emerging, or you expect to see at the event?
I think there's more crystallization of how blockchain's being used, right? So there was lots of case studies, a lot of noise generation last year on all the possibilities of blockchain. But now people are starting to narrow down into actual use cases that they're going into mass production. And one we're seeing is P2P. So person-to-person payments will avoid a lot of other solutions like pop money and others, and they'll build consortiums. So in essence, they get to avoid a centralized type of routing agency, and the banks can transact with each other. And I think what you're going to see coming out of this event is more definition around what blockchain is and where the value of blockchain is coming from.
What are you excited for the most at the event?
It's always interesting to obviously reconnect with colleagues, being in this industry for quite a long time, but also hearing the perspectives of bankers, what they're going through, because what you have are a lot of technology executives from the banking side, but not as many business users. So what you're understanding now is, how they're struggling to get consensus within their organizations with the business line heads, and how we can enable them. So I think that for the most part, that's what we're going to get out of this conference.